Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Otaku having coming at you with another manga chapter review. Today I'll be reviewing chapter 56 of Black Clover. And it was just like a big information shell that's dropped on us, a bomb of information. And a lot of things happen in this chapter. First off, we're going to start off seeing what this guy was into, the captain of the Purple Orcas. He had his hands in anything that you could pretty much find wrong to do. I mean, he was down to embezzlement, to hurting his own men, to hurting other magic knights, all the way down to even kidnapping the magic knights that basically had basic control of the barrier for the city, allowing them to come in and attack the Clover Kingdom earlier. That's why there was a hole. And we got to see a little bit about what Fuego Leon was attacked for. He was attacked for these magic stones. Basically, if they collect all these magic stones and fill what looks like a skill tree to me, if they fill the skill tree, then what will happen is the magic gnomes will be blessed by the mana. Not the magic gnomes. The magic stones will be blessed by the mana, and then they will get even more power, effectively being either at least on equal strength with the Clover Kingdom, or even greater strength would make the Clover Kingdom have to fight on the edge just to survive. But after they leave this whole meeting, we get to see Liar was there. He was actually using his copy magic to impersonate somebody. So we're left to guess who he was impersonating. He could have been impersonating the leader of the Purple Orcas, so he would look like even he was even more into all this bad stuff. And basically, if he's thrown out by the Clover Kingdom and is not actually doing all this stuff, then where is he gonna go? He's gonna go to the White Knight Demon Eyes most likely, because he's gonna have a hatred for the kingdom. But in my opinion, if I had to say he was impersonating anybody, it would most likely be Marks. Here's why. For one, Marks, even though he may be powerful enough to be a Magic Knight, he's obviously weaker than Liar, because Liar is on par with like Yami and pretty much the cutter guy, I forget his name, and Rosary. Pretty much all the medium range Magic Knights, they're at least on par with him. So to take down Marks wouldn't be that hard. So basically, capture Marks, put him away while he interprets memories however he wants. Then he has full control of the situation. But Julius Nova Chrono, he asks Asta and Yami to stay back, and tells them about this place they're gonna go next. It's the Grand Magic Zone. The Grand Magic Zone is full of magical anomalies everywhere. So in the magical anomalies that are there, several things could happen. Several things could happen. Tornadoes, freaking. It's underwater too. The castle they're going to. So there's so many things that could happen, and it's very similar to the place where Asta got his second sword, is what the Sorcerer Emperor told him. So maybe Asta will get something else while he's there. Maybe his bird will even become relevant or more relevant, or other. It's just otherwise it's just a comedic relief, sort of like Yami. And basically, Yami actually acknowledged he was the comedic relief in this, and he's like, "There's no way a comedic relief would lose his cool." And Asta was pretty excited because he got entrusted with a special mission from Julius Nova Chrono when he's never been expected to do anything by anybody. So he was extremely excited about that, and we got to see that Yami had a pretty bad backstory, sort of like Asta, because he was basically looked down upon, and then he got that badass tome, so everybody was like trying to get him in a screw. Well, not everybody, but Julius Nova Chrono was a Magic Knight captain at the time, going in disguise. He saw the power, he was really interested in it, and then he invited Yami to be a Magic Knight captain. I don't know if he had, the privilege to do that at that point. I don't know if he was a Sorcerer Emperor. Maybe he put in a good word for him to be a captain to the Sorcerer Emperor. I could see that happening. Or maybe he was, in the Sorcerer Emperor's guild at one time before he became a captain. There's still a lot we can learn about Yami, but we got to see they're going there, so the odds of Asta getting something else that would go into his repertoire would be pretty good, I think. Otherwise, there would be no point to say, hey, it's just like how you got your last sword. But moving along, we get to see they're going back, and Gauch is checking on the nun basically, and basically the whole time he's checking out the nun, he's like, I just came to see you, but I thought I'd be seeing you at your grave. But thanks for protecting Mary. So he's advancing a little bit. He's able to thank somebody now at least, which I think he would have been able to do before anyway. But they act like he was showing some kind of advancement in the story. But he did walk away and say, but I'm glad you're alive though. It's just the type of person Gauch is. That's the way he was even before the whole thing happened, I believe. And we got to see Rebecca getting jealous of Noelle because Noelle was like, "You're a mess without me." Is like, last time I remember being with you, I was still a mess. But anyway, Rebecca's getting really jealous of this. At this point, she's like, "A girl who can fight by his side on the battlefield, I could never compete with that." So there's still basically a love triangle with the ignorant guy that doesn't know anything about what's going on, aka Asta. Just like in several harem anime, uh, you've got Asta, not knowing anything, and Rebecca and Noelle trying to compete for his attention that neither one of them actually have. But overall, it's going to be really interesting to see what the Grand Magic Zone is. I'm pretty excited about that. And to see if Asta actually gets anything new, that would be great. See Asta get something new, or maybe even get his bird to be doing something relevant. Because that would be pretty tight to have that little bird actually be relevant. Maybe he could, like, shoot a magical beam out of his mouth, or maybe he could healing powers. There's a lot of things that he could possibly do. Since Asta doesn't have magical powers, he could probably fill in as like a healer or something. That would be nice. Because if you think about it, even Juno already has the fairy that's with him, so it would be um, easy to see Asta, having someone with him relevant that's like a little smaller animal, aka the bird. I forget its name, but Nero, I think it is. To have Nero with him and be able to do something, that would be great. But overall, I'm gonna give this chapter 8 out of 10. I liked it, but I'm really excited to see what's coming next. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.